Greetings. Welcome to the Developing Dad podcast, where we bring the Bible to bear on culture, education, and the family. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get straight to it. What are we talking about today? An excellent wife. And we're going to pull most of the scriptures directly from Proverbs 31. Let's get started. The beginning of that chapter reads, the words of King Lemuel, an oracle that his mother taught him. Keep that in mind as we go through this list of things. These are the things that another woman taught the king. All right. Before y'all come at me in the comments, should I put the feminism filter on? I ain't gonna do it. Not today. Not today. Let's see what happens after this video. All right. The first thing we need to talk about: an excellent wife is not quarrelsome. It's better to live in the corner of a house on the rooftop than in a house with a brawling or quarrelsome woman. She's not quarrelsome. Okay. That's going to be strike one for some of y'all. You can't be fighting all the time. That's not a good look. All right. If you always want to fight, you're not an excellent wife. If you're always fighting, you're not an excellent wife. All right. Number two, she does good, not harm. It should go without saying that you're there as a suitable helper for your husband. You should be doing him good. You should not be trying to harm him. Mentally, emotionally, physically, any of these things, they're all off the table. You as a helper have been given to your husband to help aid him in his pursuit of the dominion mandate to take the creation for God's glory. Your job is to help with that. You shouldn't be doing harm to your husband. An excellent wife. Now, you can be a wife. Let me get this out of the way. You can be a wife. Definitionally, you can be a wife. You can be married to a man. But that doesn't mean you're an excellent one. These are the qualities of an excellent wife. Ultimately, a godly wife. Let's keep right on moving. All right. Because we're going to get in trouble with this one. She works diligently with her hands. She's not lazy. She's not idle. There's always something to be done. So she works diligently at it. She rises up early, prepares food for her maidens, makes sure that they're clothed in purple and scarlet. Right. These are the things that you see happening here in the scriptures. OK, she's putting the like in this time she would have the oils ready at night, the lamps ready with the oil. Right. She worked diligently. There was a lot to be done, and she was always ready to accomplish her task. OK, let's go to the next one. Number 4. She's prepared. That goes with working diligently. She's prepared. She knows what's coming. She understands that the mundane tasks that need to be accomplished every day need preparation. So what does she do? She prepares to take care of those things. OK, let's keep going. Now, this is one that's going to get people in trouble. Manages assets wisely. A man should be able to give you money, even his seed, a house, and you manage it well. He shouldn't have to go behind you and ask, baby, what you've been spending, or do you need an allowance because you can't control your spending? No, she manages assets wisely. She sees a field, perceives its value, and buys it. You should be able to do the same things with your husband in the midst of inflation, when things are getting out of control, financially. She should be able to say, well, look, baby, I know we're making the same amount of money, but things have gone up. What if we start cutting back here, here, and here? Right. And then you as a man can say, well, you know what, baby, instead of cutting back, I'm going to make a little more. But y'all going to talk about that. But she's the type that will say, OK, since stuff costs more, I'm not going to spend more. Right. These are the types of things that need to be discussed. OK. She dresses for her role. This is going to get people into trouble. This is going to get me into trouble. Right. But you can't look like a 304 and be an excellent wife. You need to dress for the role. Everybody, what was the thing? You want a lady in the streets in a bed, right? Well, the idea is, you want somebody that can look the certain way, look classy, dignified, godly on the outside, because dressing for your role is important. Now, in this context, it's dressing for her role. Strength is her covering, but modest dress is always something that the scriptures affirm and actually command modest dress. So you should be dressing for your role. She speaks wisely. She knows how to control her tongue. These are not running off at the mouth, angry, blessing people out, right? I use another word, but these are not the type of thing. Oh, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. No, give them a piece of Christ. Speak wisely. It's not your place to be running off at the mouth all the time, tearing down with your words, corrupting and vile words coming out of your mouth, destroying people with gossip and tales and slander. No, an excellent wife speaks wisely. Okay? She's also generous. Because she's prepared, because she works diligently, she has extra to give to others. And she's generous with those things. That is another very important quality of an excellent wife. She focuses on her home. Now, this is going to get people in trouble. Me in trouble. You shouldn't be out focusing on everything else that's going on in the world. Your home is your central focus. And everything that you're doing is centralized around your home. Now, this is going to the CEO boss chick idea. You can't be an excellent wife and be a CEO boss chick because your focus isn't your home. And it's not your job. You don't pay someone else to raise your children, nannies and cooks and all these other things. No, it's your job. That's why you see children loving their nanny more than their parents, because they are essentially being raised by the nanny. So the excellent wife focuses on her home, not everybody else's business. That's another thing. Mind your own business. Mind your own affairs. Keep your eyes in your own house. Okay. All right. And then she is praiseworthy. And pay attention, not that she receives praise, because we can give false praise to people who don't deserve it, who aren't praiseworthy. No, because she does these things here, she is worthy of praise, whether she gets it or not. There are people, there may never be people besides you and your children who praise your wife for all that she's done. But that doesn't mean she isn't worthy of it. And there may be women who are not doing these things who get praised all the time. But that doesn't mean that they're worthy of it. The excellent wife is actually worthy of praise. Not that she receives it, but that she's worthy of it. Very clear, a very important distinction between the two. And ultimately, why is she able to do all of these things? Because she trusts or fears the Lord. That's the idea behind all of this. She knows that she can trust the Lord, so she can do these things knowing that the Lord will be the one to see her and honor her. Ultimately, on the last day, and I talked about this in another video, that God is going to bring every deed into judgment on the last day. So the whole duty of man is to fear God and keep his commandments. And the woman who fears the Lord and her value is far above rubies, she does all of these things. Why? Because she fears the Lord. Now, the last question is, if you're wanting to be married, do you qualify? Because these things are things that you don't learn on the job. You may learn specifically about what things your husband likes, but these things these qualities are ones that you've been preparing for and are prepared for prior to marriage. The Bible doesn't say he who finds a potential wife finds a good thing. No, he who finds a wife, someone who fits these criteria, he finds a good thing and obtains the favor of Yahweh. Now, we're always growing in holiness and knowledge of the Lord, so you're not going to be perfect, but you should be the type of woman who does these things already. And I'll leave y'all with that, right? Y'all go ahead and tell me down in the comments how misogynistic and patriarchal I am, and I'm going to say, oh, you're right. I am. I believe in the patriarchy. All right? Biblical patriarchy. Father rule. But until next time, be on the alert. Stand firm in the faith. Act like men. Be strong. See y'all around.